Hey, I'm in the kitchen today. I did a video on how I made my green powder just now. So when you see me in the same outfit, well, that's why. Not that I don't wear the same outfit many days. But anyway, moving on, I'm making vegetable soup today. And I thought, well, I have the camera out, so I'm just going to go ahead and make a video on that too. So let's get started. So I already have some onions going in here, and while I was doing other things today, I was also prepping things to go in here. That's some carrots and some garlic. I used to not put garlic in my vegetable soup, but I love garlic, so I put it in there. And that's garlic I grew this year, so I'm really excited about that. And then this is hamburger from the hamburger. It was left over from hamburger. We were freeze drying that yesterday. That's still in the freeze dryer. I need to go check on that. This wouldn't fit, so I just said I'd make some vegetable soup. I was going to do it yesterday, but life happens, and I did not. I did cube steak instead, and we're doing vegetable soup today. So and there was just some tallow down in there with the onions. And I love vegetable soup because you just dump it all in there. Okay, so this is beef bone broth that I put up. And I should have got that out. Wait a minute. I freeze mine because I want it that jello consistency. And if I pressure can it, it loses that component. So I don't know if the collagen is as good in the pressure canned one, so I just freeze mine. I'm going to be making more of that soon. I'll make a video whenever I do that. And then I have some vegetable broth that I put up. Oop, that was ready to come out. Shake it up, get all the little goodness out the bottom. So that was vegetable broth. And these are string beans that we canned. And you can see there's not, and this also used to be a honey jar one time, but we reused them. This was where the water line is on these, and they're fine. Sometimes it's some water loss in mine. Siphoning causes that. And I prefer to can my green beans in a wide mouth because of what you see right here. It's hard to get them things out. But anyway, and they're easier to pack in wide mouth jars too whenever you're canning them. Some corn. Some corn from Aldi. These are sugar peas that we had last night with our cube steak. I'm going to put them right in here. And this is peas that we freeze dried from our garden. Dixie Lee peas. And no need to worry about rehydrating them. They're going to rehydrate in the soup. I'm not going to add all these. I'll put the rest in a mason jar to save for later. And those will rehydrate. And then we have freeze-dried butter beans from our garden too. Put all those in there either. And they will rehydrate in the soup. And I do add water. And we'll just let that boil and add some salt. Might add a little too much salt. I don't know. We'll taste it. Might add some more later. But can't take it out. So some pepper. And I love the smoked paprika. I just like it on everything. I don't know why. But it adds a flavor that I really, really enjoy. Okay, so we're going to let this boil, and then I'll turn it down and just let it simmer most of the afternoon, really. Real low. And I'll bring you back and show you what it looks like in a little bit. Okay, I almost forgot to bring you back before I mixed up the cornbread, but I mixed up the liquid and the dry. I'll tell you what's in that. But the soup has been cooking, I don't know, several hours. I did other things, just left it on. It was cooking a little lower than that. I came back in, turned it up a little, added a few bay leaves and more salt and pepper. And we do not put tomatoes because my husband can't handle those. He can eat very little tomato products. So anyway, the cornbread, this is the dry part. It is, for one recipe, I doubled this one. But for one recipe, 1 cup all-purpose flour, 1 cup cornmeal, 1 teaspoon salt, 2/3 cup sugar, and 3.5 teaspoons of baking powder. And then the liquid mixture here for one recipe is 1 cup of milk, 1/3 cup of oil, and an egg. That's what's in that. And I just left this out to show y'all. I keep this in my freezer, and it comes in so handy when I'm out of milk. And it's dry milk, and it lasts indefinitely. Stick it in the freezer to be sure. Anyway, I'm going to mix this up, but I'm not going to bake it yet because I'm waiting on my cast iron pan that has rolls in it. I'm waiting on my bread to rise. I finally just went on and put the rolls in there. I guess they're going to go on and finish rising as they bake. It's so cold today. In my other video, I was saying that it was supposed to snow today, and we're super excited about that because we're in South Carolina, and we don't hardly ever get snow, so we're so excited. And it did start snowing. I'm looking out the window now. Got a little tiny bit on the ground. I know it sounds so stupid if people don't live here, but it is so exciting for us. So anyway, what was I saying about that? Oh, because it's so cold, I guess, is why my bread's having such a hard time rising today. I had it in the oven with the light on, but it's taken quite some time. But anyway, I have the rolls in there now. When the rolls come out, I can pop them out of my cast iron and put the cornbread in the cast iron. That's it, all mixed up and about dumped that out. And anyway, I'll bring you back after I bake it and show you what it looks like. Oh, and here's my bread rising. See if I can get it down there. There it is. Beautiful. Anyway, oh, I'll bring you back in just a little bit. I'm done with my vegetable soup, done with the cornbread. I didn't take a video because my kids were in the house. They were here after work visiting, and so I just took pictures when the cornbread came out the oven, went in the oven and out the oven. Anyway, we're done. Supper is ready, and that's it. So what did you have for supper tonight? Send me some recipes, ideas, whatever you have. I know some stuff, you know some stuff. Let's share. See you next time.